Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do another mountain scene. The mountains are going to be dry. I'm going to have some liquid white from here up, and that's probably it, just from here up, just in the sky area. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe for more future videos, and thanks for watching. Alright, I'm ready to get started if you are. Guess what we're doing today? We're winging it again. We're just going to use our imagination today. See what we come up with. Don't really have a plan. Just got a couple. I got a couple mountains sketched out here. Let's take a little bit of black. I said a little bit, but apparently more came out than just a little bit, but that's all right. I was actually thinking about making this sky kind of brown. It's too late now, but I said I was thinking about it. Kind of brown, you know, just different colors. Brownish looking, that's the best way to put it. Let's see where my mountain is. I just about lost it. I'll just redo it if I lose it, because I've just about lost the shape of it. This is a cloudy day, obviously. Keep that dark up there at the top. Corner. Now back to some white. Put some white right in there. Clean brush. Try to blend some of this up. Got a little bit too much paint on here, really, but that's okay. You can work with it. You just got to mess around with it. Alright, let's go ahead and start on our mountains. You can see my palette, it's a mess. I've been working today. I got a couple different mountain colors because I want these two mountains to be further back than this one. So for the lighter mountains, which will be these, this is where I'm going to start. Remember, the canvas, these mountains are dry. I did take a strip of liquid white and put right here to blend it and give it a foggy, misty looking thing. So I did cheat a little bit, if you call that cheating. I did put a little bit of liquid white down across the bottom. And these mountains here are further back, so you want them to be a little bit lighter in color. Probably could have got them even a little bit lighter than what they are. But that's okay. I mean, they're not nearly as dark as the center one is going to be. That might be good enough for this. Time I pull this out with my brush. Because I might have trees right here. You always got to have trees in a mountain painting. And I'm going to, I just don't know. I just don't quite know where they're going yet. Because we're winging it. Use our imagination. Not always the best way to do it. trying to get, this is my, I did a full painting earlier, complete painting, and then I did a partial. So this will be my third one of the day. I'm trying to get caught up because I have to do taxes this Saturday. This is April the 7th or April 7th, I think. So I'm trying to get caught up on my videos. So I've got to work a little bit later on them today. Okay, let me stand back and look. I don't want these two mountains to be exactly the same, and they're kind of looking the same. So we can't have that. So I'm going to make this one look a little different. Two humps. Give that one two humps, and maybe give this one a little more of a peak right there. We don't want things looking the same. You just don't want that. So now they look a little different. Okay, now let's go for the big mountain. I've got a different color here. This is a whole lot darker than that first color. This looks like the color of ink and an ink pen. I mean, this is pretty dark. Prussian blue, alizarin crimson, and black. The crimson and the blue gives it a purplish tone. Okay, let's see here. I don't like that peak too well. So we'll make this one a little taller right there. Got to kind of smear this paint in because the mountain is dry. I think I've come down plenty far enough. All right, let me get me a 1-inch brush. Wipe my knife off so paint don't stick on it. Get the 1-inch brush. I'm gonna hold the paper towels in my hand so I can wipe my brush off when I need to. And we're just going to pull it out. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to have, this is going to be covered here on this edge. Wipe my brush off a little. Come over here and do the same. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out anyways. I'm just not sure where it's going to wind up being in the end quite yet. Just keep wiping my brush out. And this one comes all the way down. All the way down through here. Wipe some of this off my brush. pretty big mountain here in the front. Starting to look that way, isn't it? We don't want no volcanoes. We want a mountain. Let's see, put one there. I'm gonna have to cut into this back mountain, and that's all right. Simply because you have to do what you have to do. If that's what we got to do, that's all we got to do. Now let's try this again. And if you don't like something, go ahead and fix it. Don't leave it. And that's what we did. We went ahead and fixed it. Get our palette back in our hands, and we will start right in here. We're going to go ahead put our white in. Where we think it needs to go. This might be mostly white on this particular mountain here, just the way it's shaped. Let's see, let me think here a minute. We don't want it all white, I don't think. We'll just leave it like this for now, so I can sneak in a little bit of blue or a dark color. Because this mountain here goes all the way down to there. See, I'm not putting necessarily a little roll of paint on my knife. I'm getting a pretty good amount. Everybody does it different. There's not really a right way or a wrong way, I don't guess. What matters is how your painting looks in the end. That's really what matters and what counts. At least in my mind, that's how it should be. The end result is what counts. Am I right? You know, it seems like that's what would count. Unless I'm thinking of looking at things the wrong way. All right, we're going to make this probably one area here. Okay, kind of standing back a little bit as I'm doing this to take a look, because you got to stand back and look. I hate to be doing something that looks crazy. Oh, I have before, trust me. Everybody has. Sometimes you think, oh, it looks so good, until you stand back and you realize, oh, maybe it don't look so good. Yeah, I'm just barely touching. I'm just barely holding on to my knife here. Barely touching to get this paint to break pretty good. Let me take a look here. I think it might need a little bit here. And I'll probably come back with some more white and cover some more of this area, but for now I'm going to leave that until I get my shade color put on. And this area here, Looks like I need to start right here. Let me look here a minute. You always got to stand back and take a look. I think I'll bring that around a little bit. Let's see here. Got to stand back and look sometimes. So I'm going to take some of this color I got right here, and I'm going to put some white in it. I'm going to pull some out. I'm going to see how this looks for a shadow color. I don't know how it's going to look, so we're going to find out. A little bit more white in it. It looks like it might work for a shadow color. I don't know. I'll leave it kind of mixed up like that. I'm pretty sure it might be okay here. I don't know how well you can see this. That's my only thing. If you can see it, then it's fine. Pretty sure it's okay here. I'm just going to keep working on this one. Keep on coming down. I'm not sure how far down I want to go. That's why I just keep bringing it down. Since I'm already doing it, I might as well. Yeah, that fits this mountain really well. The other one might need a little bit more white in it. Okay, we're going to start here. Use this lighter color over here. Stand back and take a peek. Yeah, that lighter color really helped it. I want to break up any straight lines I see. Like that one. I'm just taking pure white. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that mountain. I like it. Right now I'm going to do is I'm going to take some black and some green. And I'm going to put a line of trees right here. Different sizes. Like I said, we're winging it today. And I'm defaulting back to my tree line. You know, you can always put pine trees, and I do, and I have, but just for something different. We're just going to do standard trees. go too high up there. And I am going to put probably one or two big pine trees on the right and left of the painting. Let's see, is that as high as I want to go? I don't know. And then we're going to have some water here. Going to the default, back to the water. Bring this on down. We're going to pull our reflections into the water that way. Maybe a little easier. Okay. Let's see, we got that. Let's put us a piece of land. I got a mix of it's a dark color. I don't know what it is. I'm going to go ahead and probably use it. I'm going to throw some land in right here. Let me pull my painting out just a little. I'm not in your way. I just realized I was standing almost in front of the camera. I'm just going to use this paint just to be using it instead of wasting it. No point in wasting. If I can use it somewhere. Almost out of black paint anyway. So I'll use this dark, muddy, nasty looking color I got for this. Let's go ahead. I'm going to bring this down just a little. I think I'll just put a little one right here. I got a black mark right here I was testing something with. Now I've got to put something here in this spot. Actually, I may make it a little bigger. I don't know. I don't know. Here goes nothing. Let's try something else here. Put something there because I need a big pine tree, right? I need a big pine tree. I guess I don't need it, but I want it. There's a difference between a need and a want, right? Okay, I think I figured it out. This is going to be, I'm just going to bring this on over. This is going to be a lake of sorts. This is going to come down through here. See, I almost used up all this color that I had that I was going to throw away if I couldn't use it. And I used it. Actually, I got some mountain color I'll throw in here. It's dark, that way I don't waste it. I'm going to go ahead and put some highlights on these back trees right here, I believe. Go ahead and do that and get that done. Sun's coming down this way. I want some nice highlights on them because they're not that far away. And we're going to put it right here in the water. Same highlights that we put on the tree. You don't have to wipe your brush off because you're going to pick up some of the black. I might guess a nice red tree here. I'm probably there. I don't want to overdo the red, so we'll go ahead and make the we'll make the rest of these. Actually, that should be yellow here too. So I didn't goof up too bad there. Make the rest of these yellow. Let me get some black and brown. And I'm going to make, I kind of like this mountain So maybe I ought to put the pine trees over. See, this is what I'm saying. I'm just winging it today. I think I might do that. I think I might put some pine trees here and put a big tree here. Oops, I've already done it now, haven't I? Don't have no choice. I want this to be a pretty big tree. Pretty good sized tree. I like trees. I like painting them, really. That's a good thing, isn't it? Be bad if I didn't like to paint them and I had to use them all the time. Oh, just throw a branch or two. I'll have to get out the smaller brushes to make smaller branches here in a minute. But for now, for this moment, we're just going to go ahead and do this. Put another one up in here. The tree's climbing, it's getting bigger and bigger. That happens sometimes. Got one right in here. Like I said, I'll have to get the small brush out to make some different type of limbs, skinnier limbs. That tree got pretty big. Let me get, well, I'll just go ahead and use this same brush. It's already got black on it. I was going to use a fan brush for pine trees, but I think I want them kind of skinny today. I'll put one here. Probably one right here. I'm trying to keep from covering that edge of that mountain up. I like this mountain. Yeah, maybe just a skinny one here. I'll come back and pull some of this out. This paint is really wet. I'm just trying to get an idea of, make sure this is where I want them. I think it is. I think I do want them right here. I think I want a path also. I'm going to go ahead and mark some of these things out. Like some yellow ochre and some brown. I think I want it to come out and just go down here. This actually might be wide enough because of the angle. Some color going on this thing, make it look better. Sun's coming down this way. This is going to be the bright side. I'm probably going to start right in here, and I do use a fan brush most of the time because I think it looks good. This is going to be our grass. To pull this painting out a little, I can't get to the bottom very easily like that, or very well, I mean. Yeah, I like using a fan brush. No other reason other than I just like the way it looks, and that's what I started with. What I'm used to. Make it a little greener. Maybe a little ochre. Maybe a little more ochre. It didn't show up real well, did it? And a little more. Start throwing some green in. Let me go ahead, before I get my brush contaminated with blue, go ahead and start working on the darker side here. This is definitely the darker side of the painting. Get a little more green, then I'm going to switch to blue. Got some Prussian blue here. I'm going to mix it with some green. This Prussian blue is dark, 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 dark. Should always get darker as it's getting closer to you, particularly in the corners. Get some more Prussian blue, some more green. I might have to go over a spot or two around this path for sure with this brush once I get the path completed. See, it doesn't take long to put some grass in, does it? With the fan brush. Doesn't take long at all. Let's see what happens here. This is a really bright color. Let's see, let's start here in case I goof up. Put it down in the water. This really stands out, don't it? I like it. I like it when it pops like that. Brings your eye right to it. Let's put one right there. Yeah, I like it. Make sure it's in these water real good, so when we blend that out, we got some good red showing. Okay, I think we're ready to pull our reflections. I saved one clean brush. Uh-oh. You know what? I thought it was clean, but I think it's clean enough. Yeah, it ain't too dirty. All right, let's pull some reflections down. I want to keep these nice vibrant colors of this red and yellow. I'm wiping my brush off so as not to mix it too much with each other, the yellow and the red. Now, oh yeah, I like it. This little booger here is going to be tough. Yeah, that looks good right there. Let's put us a little water line on there and just finish it up. Go ahead and finish it. I won't even put any land here, I'll just put a water line. I think that looks nice. Looks nice. That's what we want, something to look nice. Put another one or two here and there. Just don't overdo. All right. I changed my path a little bit. I moved it I think I might put a little bench right here for someone to walk down the path, sit there in the bench. But I've been working on this tree, these trees here a little bit. And I'm going to put a mid-tone. I got little skinny ones here on these today. I'm going to put a little mid-tone color on here. Just a little green, little yellow. And then I'm going to highlight it with some bright yellow. This is just to give it a little color. You always got to have at least 3 colors on things. If you don't have at least 3 colors, it's just not going to look right. And that's a minimum. 3 is a minimum. Just keep doing this all the way down here. I haven't put my mid-tones on that tree yet there. I did put some leaves on it. I went ahead and did the comma stroke thing on that one today. Just because I felt like it, I guess. A lot of times I don't. I'll do the Bob Ross stomping thing with the brush, with the 1-inch brush. I do that a lot. Mainly to save time. And I think it looks good. Either way it looks good. Sometimes I think doing the Bob Ross way of using a 1-inch brush looks better sometimes. I could just go on over here and do that on this one. Let's see, make sure I'm not in your way. This is just a mid-tone. Actually, I'm just using pure yellow because I just did these leaves and they're still real wet, which means it's going to blend. So I really don't need to put too much more green or anything in it, because this is going to blend all in. Put yellow on it and it'll wind up green anyway. Put some up in here. Like I said, I hope I'm not in your way. At least I don't think I am. Put some here and there. I always have a reflection right here from this light that I use. So I kind of have to scoot over a little bit more to see what I'm doing. Okay, that's probably good for that. Now let's go for some real yellow. Pure yellow. This is going to be for some highlights. I like trees with good highlights. And we're going to put some big highlights on this. Just on this right side, we're going to work our way down. Just like so. Wipe our brush off. Let's start right here. Sun is coming down from the right. So that's why we want the right side to have more highlights. Makes sense. Okay, it looks pretty good. And I'm putting a pretty good amount of yellow on here. I don't know if you probably can't see it, I'm sure, but it's a pretty good amount. Okay. Now let's come on over to this one. I'm going to just put it on the right side of some of these things. Some of these leaves right here. Wipe your brush off. Get more yellow, pack it on. I'm kind of starting on the outside of these leaves and working my way in, because I'm picking up so much paint that that's almost what you have to do to get the yellow to show. Start right here. Wipe your brush. And up in here, I'm just going to randomly hit a few spots here and there on this upper area. Maybe right here. Wipe your brush. And over in here, down in here for sure. Okay, I think that looks okay. And I am going to put some bushes sporadically here and there, so I will get the 1-inch brush. And let's see, where do we want some at? We just want them here and there. One there. How about, we'll just put a couple out in here. We definitely need a few over in here. This is going to be kind of a bare area. Okay, it don't look too bad there. Let's put some across this path. I am going to take some pure white. And I'm going to start right here. And I'm going to hit the spots that are open that you can see. The sun's coming in, so that's why I'm putting it on the right side. I'm going to start right here. And I'm twisting my brush as I'm coming down so I can get more white paint on here. Let's see, maybe you can see that too. I'm just going to kind of just smear this in a little bit. Just kind of rub it in. I might have to go over it one more time with white. And I'm going to grab some ochre, yellow ochre. And I'm going to put some of that on here. Yellow ochre is a good tree color. I like doing trees, I think. Let me mix a little ochre and sienna together. So let me come over here and put a little bit here and a little bit there. I'll have to go over that a little bit better. Let's do some sienna. Sienna is a good tree color. Kind of reddish brown. Real good. Put some right in here. I'm just going to probably bring this on down here. I'm twisting my brush as I'm coming down also. Keep putting it up in here. Sometimes I'll highlight my tree before I put my leaves on. Today I didn't. It's just whatever you feel like doing that day. There's not really a right or wrong, I don't guess. Now I'm going to take my brush. I'm going to kind of mix these colors together. As I'm twisting and rolling it. Just don't look too bad up in there. And I'm going to put some Prussian blue on the outer edge, the dark side of the tree. I think that always has a nice effect. Okay, I got some Prussian blue here. And I'm going to run it down this edge, all the way down. And I'm going to hit some of these areas. Do a little bit more. Let's try here. Yeah, I think Prussian blue really pulls out the darkness and also the highlight of the tree, because it is so dark that makes the rest of your tree look better, in my opinion. See, I'm just kind of rolling it and spreading it a little bit. Putting the darks where they go. Because you don't really want to leave these lines here. See, it don't look too bad. Kind of looks like a tree, don't it? A little ochre. Mix it with a little sienna. And I got a bristle sticking out here. Let's just kind of brighten it up a little bit. That's all we're doing is brightening it up a little bit. Yellow ochre and burnt sienna just kind of mixed together. Let's just keep doing this till we get to where we want it. Okay, let me take a little bit of white and kind of mix in on it. Let's see, sun's coming down this way, so we'll put some right in here. We're just kind of just brightening it up, mixing it up. It's got to have different colors in it. Don't look too bad there. Let's see, let me take a look here. I think you might need one right here. Yeah, what the heck? Let's put one right here. Put something there. Maybe right here in the corner. I'll grab my palette so I don't have to keep turning around. Green, yellow. This can be our mid-tone. It's very wet. This can be part of our mid-tone color. Or it depends on how it looks. It could be our finished color. I might make a few of these a little different colors. Well, for here, this should probably stay a greenish because that's a dark area. Oh, that's nice and bright. That's a nice bright color. Maybe I don't need to put a highlight on it because that's pretty bright. Yeah, that's pretty bright right there in itself. I think I might take that bush there and make it red. Very bright. Let's just see how it shows up here. You can see how bright it is. I mean, it's bright. Oh, that looks good. I like that. Yeah, we're going to leave that right where it is. We are going to leave that one. Let's go ahead and do our little bench. I may have to set this down. I may need to steady myself with this one. I'm going to take some brown, mix it with a little white, maybe a little ochre. Let's just see what happens here. It don't have to be anything big. It's just a bench for someone to sit on. That's all it is. Take some white. Run across the top. And across the edge of these legs. Alright. Let's take a little Prussian blue. Run across the bottom and on the edge. Well, I guess that's it. I hope you like this painting. I really like it. I think it turned out well, and that's really all you can hope for, isn't it? Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe for more future videos. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.